Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on post notifications. Nicki Minaj and Quavo, the drama unfortunately continues in rap. We haven't had a week of peace since Cat Williams exposed everybody and since Nicki Minaj dropped Bigfoot. Now, Quavo allegedly is not too happy with Onika Tanya Mirage. Now, a few days ago, I think it was the same day that the FTCU remix dropped, C Breezy, the colorist, dropped his diss record, which was fire, but he dropped a diss record to Quavo, okay? Went in on Quavo. Everybody was talking about it. And, unfortunately, Nicki Minaj gave her 2 cents. A fan tweeted, "Chris got the power of Red Ruby coming out of his tongue." And Nicki Minaj responded, "Most won't get this because they didn't hear I'm getting ready. But boy, when I tell you, I just burst out laughing reading this. Some days I really hate the bars." Then she quoted a line from Red Ruby the Sleaze saying, "I only on them C's if it's breeze," okay? And then she says, "Sea breeze the sleaze." So, a lot of fans felt like she was co-siding, Chris Breezy, the colorist, diss to Quavo. As we know, Nicki Minaj fell out with Quavo after he basically put out a diss track towards Nicki Minaj. I believe it was in 2018, and he exposed their alleged relationship in Honcho Dreams, which was very disrespectful towards Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj never debunked the relationship, by the way. But with that being said, allegedly Quavo is not happy with Nicki Minaj chiming in. Other female rappers and mostly other male rappers, did stay silent. Okay, so I guess that's what he was expecting Nicki Minaj to do. And Quavo is working on a comeback diss record to C Breezy, the colorist. Hopefully he leaves Nicki Minaj out of it. I don't really think that he's going to talk about Nicki Minaj again, especially since his first diss track to Nicki Minaj that happened in 2018 was not successful. It did flop, especially on the charts. It wouldn't be beneficial for him, especially since his career is in the toilet. But rap beef is selling. If you diss a female rapper or a male rapper, you gon' end up on the charts. Rap beef is selling. Glorilla diss JT and Yeah Glow. Okay. Megan diss Nicki in the song Piss. Nicki put out Bigfoot, Metro, and everybody in male rap versus Champagne Thickums. Champagne Thickums just put out a diss track. Quavo and C Breezy going back and forth. So, rap beef is selling. So, we'll see what happens, but I don't think he'll diss Nicki Minaj again. But I did hear he wasn't too happy about her chiming in. But I don't think Nicki was trying to be mean or anything. I think that, she was just saying that, her and C Breezy, they can go below the belt. That's where they are alike in. But I don't think she was intentionally trying to get underneath Quavo's skin. He probably just feels some type of way because Chris Breezy mentioned Takeoff. And, Nicki and Quavo used to be cool. So that's why he feels some type of way. So let me know how y'all feel about that. And do you think that Quavo gonna come back with a better diss record to Chris Breezy, colorist? Let me know in the comments. Now, moving on to Doja Badu. Doja performed at Coachella at the second weekend. She was the headliner, as we know. Let me know in the comments if you guys watched her performance, because I think she did a fantastic job. Okay, Doja Cat is one of the best performers in female rap, if not one of the best. I think they did an awesome job at making her a headliner. And I'm pretty sure when the reviews come in, she probably going to get another 5-star review from many publications. She does choreography. Her mic is on. She's not lip syncing. The outfit changes are unique. The only thing I will say about Doja is that I think she's purposely singing badly because she wants to be known as a rapper. So I think that when it comes to some of the pop songs that she does perform, or when she's singing, rapping in her music, she purposely sounds bad. Like when she performed Need to Know, she purposely sounded terrible. Okay? When she did Need to Know, which was on her set list. And I also was wondering why she never performed Women. I feel like she's trying to disregard a lot of her pop hits because she wants to be known as a rapper, but pop rap is where you thrive in, sis. You're not a lyrical rapper like a Nicki Minaj, okay? You're not witty like Missy Elliott. So I don't think you should just disregard the Planet Her era. I think you should have performed Women. You know, that would have been a nice performance, okay? You probably could have brung out Tiana Taylor since she was in the music video. But overall, she did a fantastic job. Moving on to 11 and 13 Faces. The Ops are linking up. I remember, Botch and Bitter saying in the Dr. Miami record that her ops are linking up against her. But she seemed to do that to Nicki Minaj all the time. Now, Lil Kim and Botch and Bitter were spotted out in the club together. Botch and Bitter was performing at a club in New York City because obviously she can't do an arena tour, so she got to perform at, one of these local clubs in the Bronx. And with that being said, her and Lil Kim allegedly are working on some music together. Now, Botch and Bitter did tease that she will be having Lil Kim on her next album, last year.
Cardi, Lil Kim has said you two have a very tight relationship and she calls you the love of her life. Will your next album finally have a collaboration between you two?
I really do want one. I'm going through my songs right now. My thing is that it's like, because everybody be like, if you guys love each other so much, why you guys still don't have a collab? But the thing is that I want us to have such a great, undeniable song, because I know people are gonna judge it, be so harsh on us, be on our. So it's like I want to make sure that it's like the greatest song. But I would love to do a song with Lil Kim. Like I love her, and not because it's like, not because she's Lil Kim also. But it's because she's so nice in person. Have you ever met her in person? She's the sweetest thing
she's
ever.
amazing.
And she's so cute.
Yeah.
Okay. And they were also spotted in the studio, I believe, last year. So allegedly, Botch and Bitter will be helping Lil Kim make a comeback. Let me know how y'all feel about that. And how far do you guys think it's going to land on the charts? A lot of fans are saying that, Botch and Bitter and Lil Kim, they can go top 20. Top 15 on the Hot 100. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on to JT. JT goes off on a Barb on social media. Now, the Barb says, is a release date for OK coming this week? If not, then JT should stop previewing music at this point. She lets all the hype go and then drops. There's no way Ice Spice gave a release date to her same sounding ass song before she did, okay? And then JT responded and said, you're so effing negative. Loud, desperate, annoying, don't bring that energy over here. I'm happy doing what I want to do. Leave people the F alone. Every day you on here yapping. Shut the F up. Then the fan responded and said, I will lean on this sad puppy, Mangy. Is this supposed to be Mangy or Manly? As French bulldog face B-word, be walking around with blotchy patches on her arms, but trying to comfort me over a music critique. Wait, JT got blotchy patches on her arm? I've never seen that. But she said, but trying to comfort me over a music critique, be where you don't want to try it. And then JT said, lean ho, that's my birthmark. You fanned out as B-word, loud, desperate, lifeless, talking about get to work B-word. What your mother do for a living? Check her first, ho. JT continues to say that her video has been shot for the OK song. She said that, a lot of fans are wishy-washy, and she said don't bring that nasty ass stan energy her way. Then the fans said that she's gonna debut bubbling under or 90 at best, and she will be seated. And then JT said, I was gonna block you, but you gotta witness this. And when you do, I need my 10s on my desk. So let me know how y'all feel about that. My whole thing is I feel like JT sometimes she responds to everything. Not everything needs a reaction. Okay? And then another thing with JT is no shade, but you did let the hype die down for No Bars. And I think that's what the fan was referring to. Because she previewed No Bars way before she put it out. Okay? And it just didn't make any sense. She didn't do that with Sideways. She didn't do that with Sideways, but she definitely did it with No Bars. And so I think a lot of fans are worried about her hype dying down when she released music, but then she don't got a release date, especially since JT don't really get a push like that. So I do understand why fans were saying that. But I don't feel like JT needs to respond to every negative comment. Now, moving on to Ice Spice and Scratch Off. Ice Spice announced her diss record. 2 Scratch Off will be coming out May 10th. Okay? And allegedly, Scratch Off is planning on responding to Ice Spice diss track after Ice Spice puts out hers. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, Ice Spice did preview her diss track at Coachella and got mixed reviews. I think instead of diss tracks between Ice Spice and Scratch Off, I think they should just scrap, to be quite honest, because the diss tracks are not hitting. It's not as entertaining as Nicki and Meg or Kung Fu Kenny and Champagne Thickums. Is kind of boring. I think if they host a boxing event and show us who truly have the hands, because Scratch Off been threatening Ice Spice in her music, then we will declare the winner. So let me know how y'all feel about it. I don't know. I'm just not entertained with their rap beef. No shade. Moving on to Queen B. Queen B proves the haters wrong. She posted a new advertising of sacred hair instead of using the blonde bleach horsehair wigs that she usually be wearing to please the Caucasian audience. And I was thoroughly impressed. Okay? It kind of makes me want to support the brand. I'm like, okay. She got some healthy hair. Okay, for her age, that's very impressive. And it looks like she do take care of her hair because her hair is blonde. She trying to be like Becky with the good hair. I think Camel Face, one of Camel Face's mistress were blonde. And I think that's why she started dyeing her hair blonde. Because it's like she got a lot of blonde highlights that are not natural. And I think she's trying to keep up with Becky with the good hair. That's what it comes off to me. No shade. But, her hair looks very healthy. Okay, so she is trying to prove the haters wrong that says she always wear wigs. Now, moving on to Off the Cheat. Off the Cheat gets into a little squabble at a after party / club that he was performing at and throwing money at the dancers there. Ghetto. I hope that the club owners sue Off the Cheat, because what are you fighting at the club for? Because they threw money at you? Is it that serious? Okay. Why are the rappers in 2024 so ghetto? They want to fight. They want to make diss records. Enough is enough. It ain't that serious. It ain't that deep. Off the Cheat probably really upset that his tour is not sold out. Okay. And, his music is flopping. And I think he's just taking it out on other people. That's what it seems like to me. But let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on to Saweetie. She calls out Warner for not clearing her version of Barbie World that she tried to release last year. Her producer was very upset at Nicki Minaj because allegedly Nicki Minaj was supposed to be on her version of Barbie World, but she chose Ice Spice. So a fan asked, So what happened to this at Saweetie? And, she said Warner wouldn't clear it. And she tried to release the song last year.
I'm an icy girl in an icy world. Let you taste it. Congratulations, you can buy me here and buy me anywhere. Let you taste it. Don't love me, pop with just like 03. Hop on a D and I go OD. It's from my watch to make a lot of noise.
Oh my goodness. I know Warner heard that and was like, trash. Next. And so, anyway, Warner and Titanic, they produced the Barbie World soundtrack, which featured Nicki Minaj. And, no shade. Nicki and Ice Spice version sounds 10 times better than this nonsense. I couldn't really believe she really thought that was going to get cleared. They was like, this is trash. Now, Queen Jill Scott is getting dragged on social media because she tweeted, Chris Brown is amazing. How can anybody sing like that? Dance, look, act, and rap like that? Beyond gifted. It appears exceptional people have to go through exceptional fire emoji. There's nothing to debate. Okay, so I don't know what that last line means. But then a fan said, I think the women he abused would disagree. And Jill Scott said, I doubt it. My mother's ex-husband was a mean, violent human, and he could lay foundation better than anyone in my city. I know she's not comparing her raggedy ass stepdaddy to Chris Brown. But anyway, she said, what he did with cement was all inspiring. We got away. What? I raised and praised for his ability. God dealt with the rest. Okay? I don't understand why she decided to compare her stepdaddy to Chris Brown, but okay, girl. That was weird. But with that being said, though, okay, I get both sides. She was getting dragged on social media. I don't think her comparison is valid. Comparing your stepdaddy to Chris Breezy, the colorist, because he laid down cement in Philadelphia, don't count as talent to me. No shade. Okay, he was a carpenter, construction worker. You can't compare that to somebody that gets compared to Michael Jackson. So she need to sit the fuck down with that comparison. But Chris Breezy, the colorist, is talented. Okay, you cannot deny that. And I think that's what she was trying to say, because people are impressed with his rapping skills. He just put out a diss track to Quavo. But I think why a lot of fans get frustrated, people always wonder why people won't let it go, is because people act like it's just the Rihanna incident. Like, Chris Breezy has a history of violence. He just beat up Usher last year. That was brushed under the rug because Usher was too embarrassed to snitch. The restraining order on Recrúitś, beating up Frank Ocean, being a colorist. He has something going on every year. Throwing a chair through the window at Good Morning America. I mean, it's not just the Rihanna incident. He wants to fight Quavo because Quavo dated Recrúitś after he cheated on Recrúitś and had a baby on her. That's not a stable human being. You did wrong by Recrúitś and you're mad she moved on. It's been 10 plus years. So I can understand why people still side-eye Chris Breezy the colorist, because he always doing something. No shade. You beefing with Quavo for no reason, really, because you did wrong by Recrúitś. But with that being said, he is talented, even though he struggles mentally, okay? And he is abusive. He's still a talented person. But I think people try to brush his abusive past under the rug a lot of times because he's so talented. And I also think it's because he's light-skinned and he looks good. That's the main reason why. If Chris Brown was ugly, y'all wouldn't be brushing past nothing, okay? But because he's light-skinned and he looks good and got the blonde hair, y'all bypass a lot of things. That's another reason why I think people get frustrated. But y'all don't really buy his music because his last album flopped. 11:11 did like 20 to 30,000 first week. That's terrible for somebody that gets compared to Michael Jackson. So y'all don't really support him like that. You only support him on social media. But anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in description. I will see you guys in the next video. And I hope you guys have an amazing day.